Hello and welcome to Click Click Play episode 121. As you can see, the beautiful new look here, because I just realized that the text now is black because I changed my stuff around, and obviously it changed this around, so I had to very quickly in the last 30 seconds put that big white box behind the text and the chat so you can see it. I promise next time there will be a brand new layout for Click Click Play. How is everybody doing? Jordan, I am Biggest Benners, by the way, the host with the most, and I'm joined by Jordan and his very little, not that little friend, but a new little friend. Jordan, can you get it out for us or show us the on the camera? No, I mean the other hairy thing.
Puppy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can you hear me? Is my microphone on?
Yeah, it is on.
You say that like you're not sure.
It's not the loudest,
Puppy.
but it's, yeah, that's fine. You got a puppy. Oh, puppy. What type of puppy is it?
Its mother is a Chihuahua.
Oh, Chihuahua.
And its dad is a Chihuahua mixed with a Jack Russell.
Oh.
So it's like three parts Chihuahua, 1 part Jack Russell.
And what's she called?
She's called Meryl.
Meryl, after Meryl Streep?
Yeah.
Oh. Or is it Meryl from... was Meryl in Metal Gear Solid?
Are you a fucking idiot?
That is Meryl, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You played the game, Ben.
I can't remember. Was she the one that... Was she the one I let torture?
She's the only woman in it, really.
Yeah, she the
Unless
one...
you mean Sniper Wolf.
Were you the one that you... Weren't you trying to... Were you the one that told me how to see her breasts and I wasn't really interested?
You could see her in her underwear, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Apparently, yeah. And wow, so you named your dog after a lady. Oh, look, your little puppy's like saying, "No, Meryl, no." Can I? Oh, he's gonna be
so
great.
I'm thinking I should have called her Trico, because if you think about do you know who Trico is?
You didn't name it.
You don't seem to know.
Trico.
No,
yeah, that's a Pokemon.
Trico is not Pokemon. No, it's not a fucking Pokemon.
Oh, it's that game about the
Trico,
giant dog that you carry, that you move around.
Last
isn't it?
Guardian. Yeah, if you look at it, she looks a lot like him. You probably can't see on the camera. But then I thought there's a lot of imagery of that animal with like arrows sticking through its side and like half dead and stuff. So I thought, you know what? No. And she hasn't got wings either.
This is a puppy podcast. He's not a puppy, but I've got Atty here. Atty?
Oh, who cares about Atty? No one.
Atty's a real show dog. I'll have to. We're gonna have puppy play date soon. Atty?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
How old is Meryl?
A boy, right?
He is.
Balls chopped off?
No, he hasn't actually yet, because we need to get him signed up to a vet here.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll hold off on the puppy date until that.
Yeah, I don't think your puppy quite. I don't think it ovulates at the moment.
I still don't want to dick up it, to be honest.
Well, I mean, even with Atty's balls off, I'm sure he'll be. Can you still get it? Can they still get it up when the balls are off?
Maybe he follows his dad, and it won't be an issue.
Yeah, you can dip off. You okay, Atty? Yeah. Oh, go in there then. Oh, yeah. This is now a small puppy.
She's just been asleep all day, and as soon as we come to do a podcast, she wants to play. Oh, she's got a fuff out for you. There you go.
Oh, a foot or a fuff?
Fuff.
Oh, I thought you were being Welsh. Yeah, this took quite the turn, says Urban. Hello, everybody in the chat. By the way, this is this is the gaming podcast we tend to do every Sunday night, and obviously, being Sunday night, we're doing it right now. What were you doing yesterday, Jordan?
I don't. Is that a loaded question or?
Yeah, tell us what you were up to last night. What filth
What was
you
I
were
up to
doing
last night?
I don't know. You were you were busy all day.
I couldn't do the podcast.
Yeah.
You mean? Well, I had a puppy on Saturday, Ben. So my hands were a little bit tired,
Oh.
But yeah, nothing exciting. Just settling her in and making sure she's not going to shit everywhere before I bring her into the games room.
Don't worry, Atty still does it. He's 5. He did it right at the beginning of my stream today. Because the thing is, though, Atty 100% refuses to shit outside because it's too wet. It's raining and he refuses. Like, I used to be...
The shit, it's the piss that's the worst part. That's
he does that outside. He knows he would get beaten. Luckily, his poo's very regular, so it's just picking up and give it a scrub with the carpet scrubber, but it's just like, fucking hell, can you not please. Normally it's downstairs.
Yeah.
But it's like it's such a pathetic dog. It's because in Barcelona it's so wet, it's so dry and warm. He'll go out and poop everywhere. Here is like, nah, it's too wet. Sorry. I'll just do it here, right next to your computer. Cheers. Thanks for that.
Yeah. No. Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's farted. And I looked around. It's a nice little mound. Wonderful. Yeah, but look, he's very regular. Anyway, so we've poop and all sorts. And how old is Meryl?
I guess she's like 9 weeks, whatever it is to legally leave the mother, you know.
Oh, so yeah. So you've got a few more weeks until all the injections and that.
I think she's had a couple of injections, so maybe she's older than I think.
Yeah, I think you get the initial ones when you're there in the born, or like right at the very start, and then they should have like a final set of 12 weeks.
She's got a couple of that's right. Yeah, that sounds right. She's got a couple of weeks before I need to give her the next lot, so that does sound right.
Oh, yeah, I need to go and find a vet. I went to a vet here and registered Atty, but then they were like, "Oh, do you want a checkup?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "No, you had a checkup like 2 weeks ago. Why would he want another one?"
Yeah.
So I just didn't go, and now I can't go back out of embarrassment. So I just didn't turn up and ignored my phone. Anyway, Jordan, should we go into games?
Yeah. Why not?
Straight into games. Games. It's been I think finally the drought has ended of games. We now actually have games.
We're getting there.
Oh, I'm so annoyed, Jordan.
What's wrong?
4 big things come out tomorrow. 4.
Do they?
Yes. See if you can name all 4 of them.
Well, I don't want to spoil one because it's in the news. Do you mean one that was announced today?
Okay, that's one of them.
Yeah, let's not talk about that yet. Tomorrow. I'm just going to check my phone for an unrelated matter.
Well, tomorrow
what else is out tomorrow?
Well, Neo 2.
That's not tomorrow.
It is?
It's not?
I think the 10th.
I don't think so. I think it's Friday, isn't it?
Oh, that's better then.
Let me double check it, but I'm pretty sure it's Friday.
Oh, maybe I'm right. I thought it was tomorrow. Oh yeah, 13th. Oh, there we go. Great. Okay.
Come on, Ben.
I'm probably not going to get it. I'll say that in a second. But Neo 2, also The Division, season 1, the new season, the first ever season of seasons of Division 1 starts tomorrow. As does season 10 of Destiny.
Right. So when you said there's a lot of big things coming out tomorrow, what you meant was there's not much coming out tomorrow.
There are 2 big things coming out.
There's definitely one big thing coming out. So Neo's out on Friday. We know that. So that's fine.
I was thinking I probably won't actually buy Neo.
Right. Before we get on to that.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this. You just said to me Division 1, Season 1
no,
or
Division
something.
2.
Surely.
Division 2, Year 2, Season 1. It's the first ever time that they've had a season like with a pass and seasons and things.
Is this separate from the New York stuff?
Yeah, so I've been playing Division 2 and I'm currently at end game. That's what I've been playing all evening today. I finished the DLC. People were like saying there wasn't enough stuff, but I kind of disagree. There's lots of stuff to do. So when you go to New York, you're in a totally new area. You're in the financial district and some other parts. Then it's now split into 4 areas, and each of these 4 areas there's like a boss, and you have to complete 3. It's usually 3 or 4 missions, including one kind of main mission that you can group up with, or has a big boss at the end. Those ones. So there are 4 of these. Once you've taken down all of the bosses in these areas, you can then go and fight the big boss on Liberty Island with the Statue of Liberty. It's typical Division.
Of course, it's gonna be there.
Yeah, I was actually watching it I was thinking, oh my god, they're not going to include the Statue of Liberty. And then the last mission, you go there. But it's a really cool one. When you're clearing these 4 areas, there are also some things like, hey, you need to get 5 of these shade tech caches, which are these boxes that you can only get to if you really think about it, and it's a bit of a puzzle working out how to get to them. Also, there's like clearing or donating stuff at a control point, which is this, like you're kind of clearing a base for people, and it makes the area a lot safer around it. So you can take over one of those. And then there's another one where it's like do some activities. So I was doing those at the same time, and it took me like a good 10, 12 hours before I finished the DLC, like before the story bit. I finished the story-based part of the DLC. I'm now level 40. And yeah, now it really opens up. I've been given this special watch. I'm not going to try and spoil. I'm not going to spoil much, but like they give you a special watch, a very special watch that every single time you kind of level up, which is quite frequently, you can add points to kind of whichever turn it is. So your watch is split into offensive, defensive, skills, and then miscellaneous, which is like accuracy and handling and this type of stuff. And every time you level up, you get a point in order from whatever one's next. So you start off with 1 offensive point. And then you've got 4 different options of where you want to put that. So you're constantly leveling up. I mean, these points give you 0.2% increase in whatever skill it is. So it's hardly anything. But maybe after, 50 or so levels, you're going to be quite a bit higher than somebody else. At the moment, I'm like 10 levels into my watch. And I'm sure that as I go and level up the battle pass, which is what's going to be included in season 1, I'll get various other improvements. So like they've added loads of really cool things. And like I said,
they've added a watch, Ben. That's what they've added.
They've added a watch.
Based on what you said, they've added a watch.
But no, they've also added did you ever use the recalibration station, Jordan?
No.
So when he's got a special watch. The watch is I am the doctor.
Did you ever use the recalibration station?
You never optimized your end game gear, Jordan?
No.
No, he didn't. So for us that are pro gamers that play with that, recalibration.
You fucking nerds, but go on.
Yeah. So now instead of, because before you used to like one of your stats, you could go and swap for another stat that another weapon had. So
right,
that was pointless. It was just boring. You had to kind of store the weapons with the best stats. But now you can dismantle. You can dismantle your weapons or your gear that have maybe decent stats and get them and put them in the library. So you now have a stat library.
Oh my god! Of course.
And then when you recalibrate your weapons in the future, you can pull from that library.
Oh yeah.
So my inventory has gone from constantly being 100 out of 100, like full, and now I've got like 3 things in my inventory because every time I'm just sticking it. I've got a beautiful watch. It's I think it's orange. An orange watch.
I love you, Ben, right? But do you know what job you'll never have?
A watchmaker.
No, a publicist for a game as a service game. Because every time you talk about them, you make them sound like the most boring things in the world.
But the boring stuff is the interesting stuff to me.
And then I'm sure it is interesting. I'm sure it is.
It just sounds very boring.
When you start talking about watches and libraries and things like that, you do a good job of making me. I was half tempted to install the Division, but Jordan, you ruined it.
Some people that watch this are educated. They sometimes read books.
They're not.
Sometimes they read books.
Oh wait, no, they don't. They don't read
I am
books.
sure that somebody in my chat has read a book once.
Yeah, once.
Yeah, that's all it takes to read a book.
The Bible.
Oh no. Acid Queen says yes, I am. I don't know if that's yes, I am a book.
Are you?
You're
there
a book.
We go. That's a good example of the intelligence of this audience. Yes, I am.
Have you read a book? Yes, I am.
Yeah. We need to send him to the recalibration station.
So Bad Andy actually writes books. Jordan, we've got somebody that writes books in there. Andy, we need to play some Division.
That doesn't count.
No, I'm sure he's read it before. Urban says, a book? Do we consider audiobooks in this category? Only if they're read by Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
But that means you'd have to read. Yeah. I listened to all the Harry Potter books read by Stephen Fry. It was beautiful. But no, the recalibration station, that's hardly anything. But if anybody ever used the recalibration station in the past, they'd look at it and go, this is just pointless and annoying. It's no longer that. It's now you can make a library of stats. What more could you want?
Oh, riveting.
But to be honest,
you've done it again, Ben.
To be honest, what they when you did the weekly when you did projects, John, did you ever play the Division 2 when it was like projects and you had to donate like random like 8 holsters and none of that.
Was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, none of that exists anymore. You've got a daily mission and then a weekly project, and it's just kind of like complete this. It's actually interesting
Assumingly
stuff.
it still exists in DC, right? Because that's
No,
part of the base.
no, that's been taken out. That's all been taken out. That annoying project stuff. The projects is just weekly PvE, daily PvE, and then there's a weekly Dark Zone one and a daily Dark Zone one.
So if hypothetically I had kind of upgraded all those, because the projects were locations, right?
Yeah, I don't think it. No, I think you still
settlements.
Yeah, the settlements. I think you still upgrade. No, before it used to just give you a blueprint, so you get this random thing that'll give you this blueprint for a weapon. But now that's gone.
If you maxed out the settlement, is that what you mean?
No, I think you still max out your. I don't know actually about the settlement because my settlements were already maxed out. But now instead of my projects tab just being full of this crap that I'm never going to ever use, and it's like, oh, donate 60 steel and 3 LMGs with this.
But you were donating them to the settlements, right? Have I got that right?
I think technically
that's what I remember.
Yeah.
I remember there was this really pathetic settlement. I remember really annoying people in it and really annoying announcements being made constantly. It's something about make sure you preserve water or something, like really lame Ubisoft shit.
To be honest, Jordan, that we're going to be getting that, I think, in a few weeks here.
Oh, good.
Washing your hands. Wash your hands.
Oh, that was.
Don't touch your face. Oh. Don't touch your face, Jordan.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stressful day, isn't it?
Don't touch your face, Jordan. Don't touch it. Yeah, I know. It makes you want to touch your face, doesn't it, when people say don't touch your face? Did you see that lady that was reading about don't touch your face, and then she kept licking her finger and turning the page?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Like, you do not touch your face. Do not touch your face. And she's like, flicking through the speech. That was great.
There's no stopping it.
No, the dollar flew.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Which is all we can hope.
The only worst thing is, though, apparently
PlayStation 5 before everything goes to shit.
Thing is, a PlayStation 5 might end up getting delayed.
Why are you saying shit like that, Ben?
Because it might. Just imagine.
Silly thing to say.
Something didn't get delayed. Something got announced, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, no, Division 2, it's so much better. The end game before, it was just all this crap. Now, when I go into the end game, so the seasons hasn't even started yet, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But when I go and play the game, I finish the DLC. There are daily things I can do. There are weekly things I can do. There's commendations that I can work towards. Like check boxes, really. Just go and complete these things, do these, and you can get these drops. They're also
keep selling it, Ben.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, hype.
I like ticking things off. I love my platinum trophy hunt. But I'm looking forward to the seasons. That'll drop tomorrow, and it's a season battle pass. With 100 levels, like in Fortnite and all that. And there are like manhunts, although I think the first person is a woman, so it's a woman hunt, and you go and you kill these 4 different things, and then you kill her at the end, and
I would
drops
never
some
kill
special
a woman.
Stuff. Good. Not even in a game.
Oh, games, yeah, sure.
Okay, good. Well, in the game, I'm not actually going to kill anybody. It's just in the game.
Okay.
But I'll find out what the loot is if you kill her. I think they drop some. They'll drop some good loot. It's the Division. New York's awesome, by the way. New York without the snow. Been going around shooting things. It looks awesome. It made me think that maybe it wasn't New York I was missing. It was the snow. Because there's some kind of eerie atmosphere about snow. I really want the next Division to be in like London or Paris or Tokyo, somewhere like that, but with snow. It would be amazing. I need.
Is it still kind of like Christmas decorations up and stuff?
Yeah, they've still got the nutcrackers everywhere, which are kind of freaky. I once opened a door to get the shade tech, which is like the puzzle to try and find it. And I opened up this door where it was, and there was just like 5 nutcrackers all staring at me, all human size.
Oh,
it was quite freaky. But yeah,
I take the piss because you're so dry when you describe it. But everything I'm hearing, everything I'm seeing from the brief bits I've seen you play it seems like a good addition, right?
Oh yeah, it's exactly what I wanted. People are so I went.
Is Division 2 back? Would you say?
Well, John, I went onto the Division because I was like, oh, this is brilliant. I'm loving it, and there's all this I can do at the end game, and then Seasons is going to come out, and that's going to improve it. And they've made so many different improvements that have made it a lot more enjoyable for me. And then I went onto the Division 2 subreddit today, and oh, they hate it. It's the worst thing ever. Oh my God, they took 1 step forward and 1,000,000 steps back, and it's the worst game ever. And apparently challenging, they're like, I spent 7 hours doing this challenging mission, and it didn't even drop me an exotic It's like, well, maybe
Sounds challenging.
yeah, or just don't play it on challenging. Maybe go and play it on hard instead of challenging, and you'll probably get as much XP if you just do that a few times as if you did it once on challenging. Oh no, it's terrible. All these enemies are bullet spongy. Well, just get better weapons then. So
That's the Division, though, isn't it?
yeah,
Like
I remember
it's
that was
always been that.
yeah, it's always been bullet spongy. It's an RPG really. So you're shooting enemies.
I think it's a fair complaint, but at this point, like if that's not your bag, then how the fuck are you still playing the game? Because I know
Yeah.
they improved it a little bit with the vanilla second game, but that's always been the deal, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I think it's just people moaning. But if they put a survey out today actually saying, hey, we want to hear what you think about everything. And so the amount of angry people that are going to be complaining about this is going to go into those. And I'm sure in the end it'll be even better. But right now it's fine for me. I'm enjoying it. I'm playing in, I think, the difficulty world. Because when you finish, instead of having world tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which were in the past, like the different end game worlds based on the level, now it's normal, hard, challenging, and heroic. Apparently heroic is just impossible. I did a little bit of challenging. It was fine. It was tricky, but it was fine. I was doing some missions today in the hard level, and I was leveling up pretty quickly. My watch is now level 10 or 11, I think. So yeah, you're totally fine if you just do it in hard. It's no like, I think the only thing that benefits you if you do it in challenging or heroic is that you get more XP, because I don't think there are any specific loot drops, or maybe there's like a higher rate of getting them. But if it's going to piss you off so much playing at that difficulty, why don't you just play at a lower one and play more of it, and then the drop would be exactly the same.
And how much was this expansion? Was it £30 or
25, I believe.
25.
Which I think it's really good.
Value for money. Comfortable with that purchase?
Oh,
yeah?
Definitely. I mean, it's 25, and it includes the New York map is huge. It's about a third of the original one. Really
so this
detailed.
season two of the vanilla game, is that's part of a separate pass?
What do you mean?
So how would you access that? I've got the bells and whistles vanilla game, right?
Yep.
So whatever I got with that, am I paying additional for this new season?
Yeah. So this is an expansion. The season, like, this is year 2.
No. Sure, but the expansion, the what is it? Warlords of New York, is that the title?
Yeah. Warlords.
So is that Warlords of New York? Is that season 2?
That's year 2. Yeah.
Year 2. So if I want to play year 2, basically I need to have that expansion. That's what we're talking about.
You get the expansion,
not two separate things.
No, you get the expansion, and they're going to be releasing stuff throughout the year. Like, there's a big twist at the end of the expansion. There's a person
do we expect to just stay in New York now, or we kind of flip? I know that it kind of locks you down to New York, at least temporarily. I'm assuming once you finish, then you get to flip back between DC and
you can flip back as much as you want. I'm not sure where this next story will be, because there's a person. I imagine it'll depend on the week, because there's I think the first week there's this manhunt for this particular person. They're called Neptune, I think it is, or Venus. They've all got names for planets. And then I imagine that person will be somewhere in either New York. Probably the first one, I guess, will be in New York. But then the second one might be in DC. So I don't believe that season is all going to be in New York, but I could be wrong. It could all be in there.
How do you travel between the two maps?
Okay, it's a little bit. Well, it's not annoying. You have to go to the settlement in New York, like your base of operations, and speak to a helicopter person who will just fast travel you back. I don't understand why you can't just fast travel from your map like you can anywhere else. It seems a bit arduous, but it's kind of to give the impression, that you're not just somewhere that you can fast travel from one safe room in DC to one in New York. You have to fly there.
And what was the, I'm guessing there's some kind of gameplay reason why they needed to lock you down to New York, at least temporarily.
Yeah, I like that, because it kind of adds a little bit of urgency. I've complained before, and I think I even complained in the last podcast saying I think it was actually during the stream, but I was complaining like The Witcher 3, how you're chasing after this person, but then all of a sudden you can go and play some card games with this. That kind of locks you down. You have to go and find this person. You're hunting this person.
So it's a purely story reason, or would it be? Is there some kind of reason with the progression that it would be weird for you to go back to DC until you finish the game?
Yeah, I think it would be weird as well because now DC is either up to level 30 or it's then end game 40. The great thing what I did really like about this expansion is that whatever level you are is what level the mission will be. So if you're level 34 and do a mission, you're doing a level 34 mission. If you leveled up to 40 and went to do any of these missions, you'd be facing people who are level 40.
Okay.
Which I liked.
So we haven't done this in a while, but can I get a Twitch check on the player count for Division 2 right now?
Ooh, okay. I think it was pretty high the other day. I saw Division 2 Twitch check. How's everybody in the chat, by the way? If you've got any questions, feel free to ask us. We've got a question bit coming up at the end. Division is... okay, maybe it isn't that high. It's 8,502.
Viewers or players?
Viewers. So it's still quite... It isn't huge on Twitch.
What is that? What does that rank it?
That ranks it in about 30.
And what is the one that's immediately above it?
Path of Exile.
This doesn't sound too positive.
Below it is Clash Royale. They were a lot higher because the Division was actually streaming it, so they were quite a bit higher. But yeah, like currently RimWorld and Neo 1 is higher. I imagine there's one person playing it. Yeah, no, there's one person with 12,500 viewers playing it, so that kind of skews things a bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Can we see how many people play in it?
I don't know how many. I don't know if there's a way of seeing how many people.
I can't see that. Okay, fine. That gives me a taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. It hasn't. It sounds like it's good, but it hasn't necessarily, at least out of the gate, set the world on fire. But it sounds like they've got a bit of a long-term plan for it.
Definitely.
Glad they didn't just kind of abandon it. It kind of felt a bit. Remember the podcasts we did when it launched, and everyone was so positive about it, and it was like, wow, it's one of the first one. Well, probably the first game like this that launched seamlessly, no issues, and everything seems good. And like, I don't tend to get all that into like end game stuff, but you seem pretty positive.
Oh, and I loved it until the end game. I just found the end game a bit dull, and there was just random stuff to do for little reward, and it was confusing. Whereas now it just seems a lot less confusing.
Like the end game, or initially did you like it?
I like the specializations that you unlocked, and then I went and did a bunch of missions to unlock these, because when you get to the end game, you get these specializations that drop. For example, one's a sharpshooter that gives you this. So you've got your primary, your secondary, and then your sidearm weapon. This gives you like a special weapon, and I unlocked this awesome sniper rifle, and it would like one shot nearly every enemy I came across, including some bosses. So that was brilliant, and you could kind of level that up while you were doing missions. You would get points for this, and you could put it into the skill tree, and I ended up maxing that out. And every now and again, during the year, they've kept adding specializations. I haven't found one that I've liked as much as that. But also, since recently, they've not been having these specializations that you level up with a skill tree. There were ones with like specific requirements. Like, have you ever leveled up a Call of Duty gun or specialization where it's like, you must get 5 wins in this, and then you must kill this 200 headshots with this type of gun, and there's all these different requirements to kind of get to the next level of your specialization to unlock further,
I haven't done that in Call of Duty, but I get what you mean.
Yeah.
You kind of do something similar in Destiny, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't know if you remember, things like, I think it was the mountain climber. I don't know. There was a special thing to unlock the weekly PvP missions in Destiny 1 that was like this. Took a while. But like, if you want to, like in Division, it's just easy to find out what you want to do. There's so much to do, but it's not complicated anymore with this update. You don't have all these really complicated projects, and then you can get the blueprint for this, but like, why would I want a blueprint? I never use the crafting table, and it's like there's a reason to play this. And I think as the seasons come out, it'll be like, hey, you can get this. I imagine they'll be saying, hey, you can get this exotic weapon. It'll drop it randomly in this mission. Okay, go and farm it and try and get that with the best rolls that you want.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun. Like the other day I got a weapon. So going back to talking about the recalibration, you get 3 stats. Yeah, you get 3 stats and a talent. And 2 of the stats I had were maxed out, and it had a good talent, but the third one wasn't that good. So now, at some point, if I get a really good talent or to get really good stat, I can kind of import it into that weapon and it'll become just an absolute beast.
Okay.
So these there are
Good.
little things that just make it, and it's visually a lot easier to follow. I found, like, I can see which stats are maxed, and I'm not going to get anything better than that.
Do you think anybody that, like, it doesn't sound like there's necessarily a lot of new players, but let's say somebody new is coming to this. Do you think they're more likely?
I know about 3 people that have just recently started playing it.
Oh, so there's 3.
Yeah, and then I know about 3 that are still in it. So it seems to be a bit.
But do you think it's more likely that they jump straight into Warlords of New York, or do you think they're playing the base game?
I recommend that they play the base game, because when you finish it, it just goes, you go to New York. So it's like, the story is fine. I think the story is great, and people should go and play through the story and then go into Warlords of New York, because you just miss out on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, but do you think that's what people are doing? Because obviously they sold the base game quite cheap as well.
Yeah, and I think some people got.
Do you have to own the base game?
Yeah, but you do, but you can get, I think it's something like £30 or £32 or something for the base game and the expansion.
A combined jobby. Okay.
So I wouldn't.
Yeah, so new people are probably playing, and would that experience be markedly different from what we had?
No, exactly the same. Except, it will be different because they release lots of stuff during the year. So we played. You
said they removed like the project stuff and things like that, right?
I think that's still that'll probably removed unless there's some projects to kind of level up. Unless there are projects to level up the settlements.
All right.
But I recommend.
Sounds like you're happy with it.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff that's come out as well since season 1. If you go and log in now, even before looking at the Warlords of New York, there's quite a few things. There's Henley College, which I haven't even looked at, which seems to be this little area, like this area where you fly to, and it's a university campus, and you go and there's a bunch of missions there, which I've not even tried yet. You go to Coney Island. Have you ever heard of Coney Island?
I have.
It's a kind of a fun fair just off New York, and like, it's cool going around. There's a couple of missions there, like proper missions, and that was a lot of fun, going like with roller coasters. And
who are the Warlords of New York?
The Warlords of New York. They are Aaron Keener. Do you remember Aaron Keener?
No.
I can't remember him really. I just recognize the name. But he's like he's the super bad guy. He was a first wave division agent, and he was holed up with some civilians, and he was like calling for backup, and division decided not to send him any backup, and all the civilians died. He got out, and then he went rogue and went after the division. So he has these people these 4 warlords in charge of a territory each. And then, you're doing these missions and killing people and stuff to try and find these warlords. And when you've taken them all down, you can take after him. But as you take down
is it the type of thing where you can take down any of them in any order?
Any order. That's why it's great when the missions scale. But also each 4 of them will drop a special skill. So you've got your skills like the sticky bomb, the mines, the seeker mines, and then there's the drone, and there's the pulse scanner, that type of thing. Well, now they drop 4. A couple of them have got different variants. So remember the sticky bomb from Division 1? You could shoot a bomb and then you could detonate it. Well, that's back, and it's ridiculously OP. It's great. But you just shoot it and then you detonate it. It's great. But it sticks to people, so you can get them to run towards loads of people and then blow all them up. There's one actually that sends flames out. So you shoot it at the person, it sticks to them, and then flames stick out. So they'll be set on fire and then run around setting everyone else on fire. It's a lot of fun. And then you can detonate it and blow them all up. There's a shock trap, which I haven't quite worked out how to throw it properly, because it either ends in clumps or they put the shock traps out over like a 500-meter radius, and not many people get shocked by it. But there's a skill to it where you throw it and it just it'll shock trap people. There's one that's it's a decoy. So there's a decoy of yourself that enemies will start shooting towards, and then you can go and sneak behind them and kill them. And I can't remember the last one, but so there's new skills, which is always a plus.
All right, a last question from me on this. How much more time do you see yourself putting into Division 2 in the near future?
I see myself playing more Division 2 than Destiny. Both seasons start tomorrow, and I can see myself playing more Division.
All right.
Destiny's
What's
Destiny's season
really
is
quickly? So what's the deal with Destiny tomorrow? Then
Yeah,
I didn't even know anything was happening
new
with Destiny.
season.
What's going on?
It's new season, and I think the main part of the season is Trials of Osiris is coming back. I don't know if you remember Trials.
Yeah, I never did it.
No, it's a PvP thing where you have to win 7 matches in a row. Really sweaty, competitive PvP. You've got to win 7 in a row, and then you get to go to a magical lighthouse to get some special loot. It's for the sweatiest of people, and if that's the focus on that season, then I have no real interest.
Okay, I like this descriptor, sweaty. I only just got what you mean. Okay,
real sweaty.
Cool.
Have you ever heard of being sweaty players?
No.
Oh,
not until now.
They're the people that play PvP,
it.
but like as though their life depends on it. But it's kind of good because if Trials is on, those type of people will go and play Trials, and you don't get real tryhards in, or you won't get real kind of pros that are getting really angry in the normal modes. So maybe it'll be more fun.
I see.
Jordan.
Yeah.
TwitchCon.
Cancelled, mate.
Cancelled. I've got to. It's going to be so awful. I'm going to go to my boss and be like, those 2 days I asked for off. Don't need them off anymore. It's going to be so upsetting. And you know what? I booked the week after off as well for Eurovision. And if that gets fucking cancelled, I'll probably still. I'm going to take that week off, whatever, and I'll go somewhere. If Eurovision's cancelled, great. I'll just go somewhere different, or I'll just go to the Netherlands.
It's bound to be cancelled. When is Eurovision?
It's like the beginning of May the 10th or something.
It's a little while off, I guess.
Well, TwitchCon was May the 3rd. It was like the weekend before.
Okay. Probably not going to happen then.
Or behind closed doors. They'll need to make an announcement soon, because people are buying tickets and hotels and stuff. Thing is, Formula One not getting cancelled. Too much money. Too many rich people in there. They don't want to lose their money. Like, excuse me, can you not cancel that, please? Yeah. But quite a lot of old people in Formula One.
Formula One's a bit different to Eurovision, though, isn't it?
I wouldn't say so. Yeah, it's better. Well, no, Eurovision's better. But there's quite a lot of quite a lot of old grey-haired people in involved in Formula One. Just need one of them to get the virus, and we're going to need some new team principals.
They're not like top off, sweaty, necking each other, are they?
Well, they do get sweaty. You know what? I was saying earlier on my Twitter. What was it? What's her name? The woman that's still running for president in. Not Kamala Harris, the other one.
She's not running anymore.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Is Tulsi still running?
Tulsi, she is, but
she wasn't at any of the debates.
I don't think she reached the percentage. I don't. Anyway, she's still running. As somebody said, she's looking at those 2 70-year-old men and this viral coronavirus and thinking, maybe I wait a little bit longer. You never know.
Donald Trump is 73 and he's the youngest man in the race.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez, what's happening over there? Oh, well. Never mind. At least we've got Boris here to look after us. I don't know who I'd prefer. I don't know who I'd want in charge of this crisis.
It was either him or Jeremy Corbyn. So I think we know.
I don't know. I think the answer. In a crisis. Yeah. Where's Tony when you need him?
Yeah, it was Tonty Blair. All
right. Well, so games. Well, Jordan, what games have you been playing? Enough about the Division. I'll give you a Division update every week. Don't worry.
Oh, great. So it'll only be 2 weeks until you hate it again, so that's fine. I can live with that.
I'll get salty.
I've been playing a shitload of Hunt Showdown, Ben. Like I think we talked about it briefly
last time.
Yes,
we did, didn't we?
I just got into it. Holy shit! I'm 50 hours in. I am level 80. Probably I don't play a lot of multiplayer games, as you know, but this is probably one of my more played ones at this point and more enjoyable ones. I love it. Obviously, I talked about it, 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago we did the last podcast?
It was a week, just over a week ago. It was a week Sunday ago.
Yeah. So I think I picked up on the Friday before that, and since then I put 50 hours in. Just love it. Play it solo. I played it a bit with you. I played it with my mates.
We had a lot of fun.
It's just such every round that you play, it's such a well-crafted emergent sandbox that something always goes either a little bit wrong or a little bit right doing around to make you kind of shout and scream and have a laugh. And like even there's just 2 maps in this game, right? And they have
I didn't even notice.
there are different variants based on weather conditions, time of day, that kind of stuff. So there's technically a little bit more, right? But there's not a hell of a lot of, in inverted commas, content to this game. There's 2 maps. There's like 4 kind of unique-ish enemies, and then the rest are zombies. And then obviously you've got the big bosses, and that's kind of it. But due to the way that they've designed it, it's just so clever. Like I said, I'm 50 hours in, and I'm still seeing new things. I'm still working out new mechanics. Just I have people popping into chat to like give me a little tip on, oh well, you shouldn't do that because of this, or you should try using this weapon, that kind of stuff.
You're like, fuck off. I can do I can deal with this fine,
like,
thanks. No backseating.
Generally, it's good.
Ban.
Because I haven't even like popped to Reddit to read anything about it. I haven't had to do that. It's just been this kind of organic process of, oh shit, yeah, I should use a knife to kill that because it's silent, and just.
Have you been using blunt weapons against the flamers, Jordan?
No, I don't know why anybody advised that, because, and they're called, I know their name now, they're immolators. You're not allowed to say flamers, actually, Ben. It's problematic. So the immolators, I have no idea why anybody would run up to them with a knife.
No, not a knife. You shoot them, the butt of a barrel. If you hit them with a weapon.
Yeah.
If you hit them with a weapon,
they don't explode. Is that
yeah?
One?
They don't hit. They don't explode if you hit them with the weapon. Not so. If you don't hold the left trigger to shoot, to aim. If you don't aim and shoot, if you just press the shoot button, you'll whack them, and apparently they won't blow up.
I know. Fine, but they'll still hit you. And so what you should actually do is when you see them from a distance, because they're quite obvious because they're on fire, is you hide from them, you shoot them once with your nice gun, and then they blow up and they run around for like 30 seconds going crazy trying to find you, but they won't find you because you're a good distance away and you're a good shot with your controller, and you shoot them
with your controller,
and they die. Yeah. You only need to shoot them once, and they will, like, once you've shot them once, you've got the kill, because they basically just like supernova and run around trying to kill you. If they spot you, they'll run after you. They can outrun you. So your best bet: one shot, wait 30 seconds, they're dead.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I'll do that next time.
Anything else you want to know?
No. No. Unless are we playing more next weekend?
I would love to. Like, I have got to the point today where this has been the first day, because I've been at home a lot, obviously, with all this stuff going on, and obviously new puppy and whatever else. And this is the first day where I played it. I haven't played around today, and I think this is the first day. G1. This is the first day that I probably haven't played at least one round since getting the game. Potentially, maybe I'll play after this podcast if somebody wants to jump on or whatever. But like, so far, this is the first day that I haven't. So I'm starting to be like, okay, kind of cooling down right now. But that's after 50 hours in like
Call of Duty Battle Royale tomorrow. You'll be fine.
That's the news.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a good game coming out tomorrow. Oh, it's Destiny Season 10 tomorrow.
Oh,
Division.
Yeah.
Come and join Division, Jordan. Come and join the Division.
But anyway, Hunt's really good. I really, we talked about this a little bit last time. The kind of free to play, not free to play, but like the kind of the stuff they've laid on it for real world currency and all that kind of stuff. I really wish that stuff was in there. Not because like it takes any money. You don't need to pay any money to this. Yeah. The stuff that they charge you for, basically you can buy a currency, which you can then buy like special weapons, which you're essentially paying for like a
I don't like that currency weapon, thing. I wish you could just unlock stuff and keep using them.
Exactly, yeah. So just to explain how this works, in very simple terms, you've got 2 currencies. Your main currency, which you earn just by playing, and then your second currency, which you can buy. You do earn a little bit of it while playing as well, but it takes a while to build up. That's the currency that you can go in and buy. You can give Steam £8 and they'll give you 500 coins or whatever it is. And you can use those to unlock special weapons, which you really don't need to do because there's loads of normal weapons anyway. And as far as I can tell, it's not as if the other weapons are overpowered. They're just kind of cool looking. Or you can buy different skins for your player. The problem is, like, it's got this whole system where if you die during a round, your player's gone.
Yeah.
Which, like, I haven't necessarily got a problem with that, but like, I'm the type of person that I want to choose my skin. I I want to upgrade my player and all that kind of stuff and kind of keep them.
Mm.
I get what they're doing. They want to have some gravity to death. They want you to feel if you do get shot, oh fuck, that's annoying, and that builds tension in the game then, right? Because you're not going to go in gun ho. I think you could do like if you kept the system as it is with buying guns, because you still need to, even if you've unlocked a gun, you still need to pay like 100 of your normal currency to equip it to your player, right, for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you die, that gun's gone, somebody else can pick it up and all this kind of stuff. So there still is a little bit of gravity to dying, even if it didn't necessarily wipe your character.
Yeah,
away,
I'm not a big fan of that. I like the game, but that's the one thing that kind of lets it down. Or just not lets it down, just annoys it for me.
Yeah, I kind of just got into like every time, like most rounds you are going to die. So every time now I just know what I'm doing. I roll a new character. I've got my weapons starred. And my kind of money just slowly builds up, so it's not even as if it's that much of an issue. Like I'm going in with the build that I want, but yeah, I think the game's better than that. I don't think the game needs that stuff in there. Yeah. And if you're cynical about it, they are trying to push you down the path of buying stuff, but you really don't.
I know it's like £40 that game, isn't it?
Do it. I paid like 20 quid, and it's the best 20 quid I've spent in a long, long time because it was on sale. But yeah, I'm so happy with it. Yeah, it's a normal. You know, well, I think normal price is like £30 on Steam at least. I'm not sure about PS4.
Yeah.
But yeah, just had such a good time with it over the last week or so.
£36.
And I'll continue to play it. Is that what's that on PS4 or?
No, right now on Steam it's £36.
Oh, as a sale ended, okay. And is that the normal edition, or there's one with like DLC and
that's
stuff?
The normal one. Seems quite expensive.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I would say like I got it for 20 quid. That's such a sweet spot for this, considering the fun that I've had with it. I'd be really interested in seeing like what new content they're going to release, whether it's new maps. I'd love to see new enemies and stuff like that, as long as they're kind of well considered. So yeah, really recommend that one.
Have you ever played Rust?
Very, very briefly.
Yeah, a lot of people. That seems very, very popular on Twitch. I've not seen it. It's a survival one.
It's a full-on, jank survival thing. Probably the most one of those,
Yeah. I've to look into it. Oh, right. Yeah. So I think that's it. I don't think there are any other things that have come out. We've definitely not played anything different. I actually don't know.
They finally did it. They did it.
They announced the they did. They announced the Resident Evil 3 demo is going to be coming out at some point.
Yeah.
They did it. They did indeed.
That we have.
Brenda and I did Twitch Sings.
What?
Did you come by during our Twitch Sings thing?
No, didn't see that.
Oh, I got very drunk, and I was doing "Be Prepared" from
The Lion King.
Just wet as a warthog's backside. Yeah, that one. And did some Eminem as well. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I played The Sims 4 and a bit of Planet Coaster.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, that's all really I played. John, no. Apart from that one other little thing, John, what did you play?
Final Fantasy VII Remake, bitch.
Oof.
Demo.
Demo, yeah. How was it?
Yeah. It was really, really well. Because you played it, but yeah, it was really, really good. So I've been waiting for this demo for ages. Obviously, I had a little hands-on. That would have been last year, but this demo is far longer than what I saw.
How handsy did you get?
Very handsy, very sweaty.
What did you play? I mean, I didn't actually mean that as a joke, but like, how much of it did you play?
So the demo that I played was the boss battle.
Okay. Oh, that did some damage to me. It made me realize, I don't understand. I'm gonna have to take a little bit of time working out how to play this game.
Yeah, the game's not pissing around, but so the demo essentially is the start of the game. This is the absolute kind of it's as if you're actually playing the game and going into it for the first time. There's a couple of scenes removed, I've come to find.
Yeah,
there's a couple of flashback scenes and things that for some reason they've taken out the demo, but they are in the game. Where you see some other locations and things from the wider game, so that's cool. So we're not just going to see Midgar; they're going to show us a larger part of the world, which is awesome. But yeah, it just looks incredible. It sounds incredible.
Yeah.
I really like the combat. The I would love it if this whole remake was actually using the old battle system, but let's face it, that's not going to happen this day and age. They want to actually sell it to people, so it needs a new battle system. And I like in an hour of playing this, because when I first played the demo, I didn't really know what I was doing, to be honest. Obviously, with this being the kind of the start of the game, it does give you a bit of a tutorial.
Yeah,
didn't really do that all that much in the demo that I played, so I was kind of just winging it. But in like an hour of playing this, I feel more engaged with this battle system than I did from 50 hours of Final Fantasy 15. Like 15, even at the end, I felt like I was just button bashing and just doing the same thing again and again.
Mr. Willow says, I'm too lazy to look. Is it PlayStation only? It's timed exclusive, so it's going to be PS4
temporarily,
at first.
You'd assume maybe a year or so it'll be on PC and Xbox.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can imagine it'll be there in a year. And I imagine it'll go into PS5 with launch. It looks like it's such a beautiful game.
It depends, doesn't it? So if either it'll just be a patch on PS5, or maybe they'll release a new version. I don't know. Obviously, it'll work. Like your copy will work. It's just whether or not there's a better version for you to buy, or if you get it automatically. That's the question.
I really liked it though. I thought it was stunning. It played really well. I thought, I would like to sleep with Biggs. And Cloud, sure, yeah. Did you see how much better Cloud? Normally, when they show a game for the first time, then it gets kind of nerfed. They nerf the graphics when it comes to release. Or maybe that's just me playing too many Ubisoft games. But like this release of like Cloud looks so much better than he did in the first release. And I was stunned when they showed the first like screenshots of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then now you see the hair quality is improved. Everything looks better about it.
Yeah, these Japanese studios are back. There was a long time where the West was just completely dominating on the kind of tech end, but like after Resident Evil 2 and now this, like these games look awesome, and they look awesome, but they also run really well.
Yeah,
like I can't. What frames per second do you think that demo is running at? I think it's 30, but it's like
it's solid 30. It feels like
sometimes the number isn't necessarily the important thing. It's kind of how it runs. And
I think I clicked on resolution. I think I clicked on Can't you click on frame rate mode and resolution mode? I'm pretty sure that was an option.
I didn't see.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game, but I thought it was
that's
one.
Neo. That's Neo, isn't it? That's Neo.
Maybe it's Neo. Yeah, I think it's Neo. Because I played a bit of Neo too. We'll talk about that in a second.
But yeah, like it's not long now. It's what are we now? What's the date? What's the date, Ben?
It is
like
9th of...
It's a month away, isn't it?
9th of the 3rd, yes. Oh, that's...
So it's literally... Because isn't the 10th of the 4th?
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking with Neo. It's the 10th, yeah.
Yeah, so we've bloody got a month until that. I can't wait. I've got time off work. And then... and we don't really have to wait that long, because a week before it, we've got Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
To kind of tide us over
and
anyway.
Before that, Persona 5 Royal comes out on the 30th of March.
And Doom comes out a few days before that.
Animal Crossing. I've got Animal Crossing pre-ordered and preloaded already.
As have I.
So yeah. Yeah, I think Persona 5 Royale is actually one I'm really looking forward to getting balls deep into.
Oh, you can play it now. You've already owned the game.
Yeah, but I want to play Royal. I want to play the super version.
Yeah, right.
The music has changed as well.
Why? That was the best bit.
Yeah, no, but they've like improved it. They've updated it and had a little remix. Improve the quality. It also runs on PS4 Pro. It's enhanced, as well as all the other bits and bobs they've added. They've removed that problematic line. Did you see, Jordan? See how upset people got on the internet?
What was the problematic line?
There were two obviously gay people at a beach, and they were trying to be really flirty with these schoolboys, and were being really perverted. And this being the only LGBT characters in the entire 120 odd hours of the game, people were like, "Hey,
really?" And so none of the yeah, there's no gay people you can romance, I guess.
No, none at all. It's very
and none of the main characters are even bisexual or anything.
I don't believe so. No, they've said before like it's the only LGBT characters, and it was these two pervy people. I think one of them abducts somebody, and and they said, but it was the line. I think there was some line they were being really pervy with these school children, but I think it's still in the Japanese one. But the people who were, when they were bringing it over and translating it over, the people who translated it spoke to Persona, to what they called Atlas, and were like, "Hey, can we change this to make it a little less, a bit kind of less offensive. And they were like, yeah, they worked together and they worked and they've made it apparently better. And people don't like that, apparently. It's censorship. I will not be buying this game now. This is censored. I've seen people saying they're going to import the Japanese copy for the original version.
Well, of all the reasons not to buy this game, that is not it.
No, you remove this homophobic scene, or this scene where the only gay people in the whole 120 hours are these perverts. It's like, oh, wonderful. I mean, it's not the 80s anymore. They're not all.
Obviously, it's not my style to say, oh, I can't believe the representation isn't there wherever else. Like, they made the game they want to make, whatever. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean,
Japan
I know millions of gay people who love that game, and they've just said, "Oh yeah, that was a bit of an awkward part. Oh, that bit wasn't. I didn't enjoy that part."
Of course, but I am surprised that there's not, like, even just NPCs. Obviously, there's those two, but just you talk and interact with so many people in the game, and the game. People are quite flirty or talking about it's a game about relationships. You think there'd be something
there is in Persona 4, but not in Persona 5, which is weird.
That's even more baffling now.
Yeah. Especially Ryuji. Ryuji's obviously a twink, so it's like well, I suppose you're playing a character, so you're not, if your character's straight, your character's straight.
So that's their call, and that's the game they want to make. I would have thought that it just seems a weird thing to say, but it feels like a progressive game to me, right? Like
I mean, is there still a streamer ban on, like, past a certain area? Did you remember that they had a streaming?
I can't imagine they could.
It was on for months and months, and I haven't heard him take it down. But yeah, it was actually you're banned from streaming past a certain scene in the game.
Well, that was for spoilers, though, wasn't it? So I can't imagine they care about that now. They're about to re-release the game, for God's sake. I will say this point again. I don't think you really bought into it last time, but I genuinely believe it, and I'm surprised that other outlets and podcasts and things are not talking about it. I think it's outrageous that they're selling this game again. And you can tell me that they've added a character. You can tell me that it now runs better on PS4 Pro. Like, a lot of games run better on PS4 Pro without you having to buy them twice, right?
Yeah.
We're having this conversation about whether we need to buy a game again on PS5, let alone a game again on PS4 Pro, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a at the end of the day, free market. Do you want? I just really wish that there was more commentary in this industry to say, actually, this isn't fair. Like, it's a shitter on me, because I'd probably like to go back and play that game.
Yeah, it should be an expansion, because there's a new area. There's loads of new stuff to do. 100%. Yeah, there's loads of new stuff to do. Expansion. So make it an expansion.
I'd pay them £20 or £30, whatever it's supposed to be. And it's not like, I get it. Once you pay that 30, another 20 quid, you got a full game. I don't want a new game. I put a substantial amount of hours into that game. I want to pick up from where I left off, and fine, add the new stuff to it. And if that's not possible with my save, okay, fine, I'll start a new save with the game that I already own, and just sell me a DLC package. If you want to sell a new game called Persona Royale as this kind of bundle of the original game and the new stuff, happy days, that's not a problem. But surely, if I've paid for it, it just stinks to me of they know this game isn't a mainstream game. It's got a very hardcore following. We've seen that with the kind of the way people have kind of tracked whether it's going to come to Switch and all that kind of stuff. There's a very hardcore following for this game, and I think they just know that people will buy it again, because there's not going to be a new one for a long time. And I get it, that the economics work, and the fact that people are not kicking off about it shows that they're totally going to get away with it. But I think it's
wasn't Persona 4 Golden, but then that came out on if it came out as an ultimate release on a different platform, you'd understand it. But the fact it's on the same platform.
Persona 4 Golden
was a Vita.
That's originally a PS2 game.
Yeah,
and it was upgraded. There was that. There's a lot. There's the whole porting effort. We're talking about a game that came out on a PS4.
Yeah,
and they're reselling it to you.
Yeah,
people talk about how Rockstar have sold, or Bethesda have sold their games multiple times. We're literally talking about the same game being sold twice within the same generation, just with some added details that you could have released for free in a patch. I'm not saying that you should have, but you could have. And if you want to charge DLC, absolutely. But I think
it comes with I think the Persona 5 did come out with a load of DLC, and this is like an ultimate version of it, because it comes with all the DLC from that.
What was the DLC, like costumes?
Probably, I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I agree.
But
And unfortunately, I'm going to be buying it, and I'm going to be, helping towards the
yeah.
the
No, you
terribleness of it.
carry on. Like I said, it's annoying for me because it kind of what I'll probably end up doing at some point is when in a year's time or whatever it is, when that game is, they'll probably release it on PS5. Let's face it, why wouldn't they?
Mm.
Like I'll basically, I would quite like to go back to that game and go through it.
Yeah.
But now I feel like, well, I'm not going to do it on the version that I've got because it isn't the complete version, and I'm not going to buy this new version because it's really fucking annoying that they've done it, and I don't want to play it enough to pay 60 quid or whatever it is.
Oh,
so
it says,
I'll just need to wait until
John,
it's cheap.
here's what's new. Breakthrough
Go
free Infant Mandela. Persona 5 Royal is packed with new characters, so there are new characters in this. Story depth, new locations to explore, and a new grappling hook mechanic for access to new areas. There's a grappling hook. Of all the things they would add, I can't
there's
imagine.
a few buttons, so there'll be a few prompts that you can press, and the character will go ting, and they'll move, and then the scene will end, and then you'll be somewhere else.
All new, all new soundtrack, new personas, customize your own Thieves' Den. That sounds quite cool.
Discovering an all new soundtrack.
I think it's upgraded. And
the music was incredible.
It is incredible, but there's also a remix version. I'm looking forward to seeing what the new soundtrack is. Have you ever gone onto YouTube and typed in Persona 5 soundtrack?
There's one, I haven't done that, but there's one particular song that I really like, the one about the desert or something.
Well, if you go and type in Google, there's a playlist, over 120 odd songs, like unique. And now I click on random ones, I'm like, oh, this is good. This is good. Like,
yeah, so it's not a whole new soundtrack then, is it? They haven't done another 100 songs.
They've updated it. I think they've remixed. I don't know. Apparently it's great. But explore. Where is it? Was it all new soundtrack? Yeah, explore Tokyo, unlock new personas, customizing your own personal Thieves' Den. That sounds cool. Discover a never before seen story arc. Discover it. Cutscenes, alternate endings, and more. So I mean, there is going to be stuff in this, but oh my god, there's an £85 bundle. What does that include? Why is there an £85 bundle? It includes the game and the Royal DLC pack. So there's more Royal DLC. Includes costume, battle, and persona DLC.
You know what I'm going to say now?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that I can buy this game for a second time and I still haven't got the full game?
Yeah, there's still DLC to get.
That's fucking atrocious. And don't get me wrong, Games with All Time, we've just talked about Hunt, right, which has got that kind of stuff in it. And I've kind of glossed over it because one, I paid 20 quid for it. Two, I have put money into it, I'll be honest, but you don't have to. But this, like,
how much, Jordan? You like money? Have you put thousands in?
No, I paid like 8 quid and it's just because I wanted to test out what would happen if I bought one of the legendary characters, and basically if you die, they're gone. But like, you don't have to pay new money. You don't pay new money. You don't pay like actual money for them again, but you'd have to buy them with the kind of in-game stuff. So
I put some money into something the other day, and I was like, why did I put money into that? That was wasteful. He was like, oh, I pay for the EXP upgrade in Assassin's Creed, so I could get through it faster.
Oh, I did that in Odyssey. Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah. Can't believe they actually get away with that.
Like, it's just a totally different thing with what Persona are doing, and it's such a good game as well.
Oh no, Red Dead Online. That was it. I put money into Red Dead Online. That's how
you gotta get
addicted I am.
You've got to get those gold bars, haven't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll stop whinging about it. But like I said, I'm just like typically I'd be the person going, okay, it's market rules, wherever else. I'm just amazed that nobody else is. Maybe when the game comes out, people will talk about it a bit.
And the horrific thing is, I'll probably get that £85 version because I know I'm going to stream it and I'm going to get 100 odd hours out of it.
So what? How much is what are you looking at? PSN store?
Yeah.
How much is the vanilla version?
Right, vanilla version. Vanilla is £50.
£50. So $49.99. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's $49.99 for that. That's called the Persona 5 Royal Digital pre-order. Then there's the Persona 5 Royal Digital Deluxe Edition, which includes that. And
the 80 odd pound one.
And it comes with this is 55, and this includes the base one and includes Persona 5 Royal Kasumi costume bundle, and it includes 4 sets of cosmetic items for Kasumi. I'm not sure who Kasumi is. Kasumi a lady?
What's going on with that £80 version? What's happening
now?
There?
The £80 version. Gone. Where is it? Oh, it's not showing up on here now. 1 second. There we go. The 85 one includes the game and the Persona 5 Royal DLC pack. The DLC pack includes the costume, battle, and persona DLC found. Okay, so found in the Persona 5 Royal Kasumi costume bundle, the Persona 5 Royal Battle bundle, and the Persona 5 Royal Persona bundle.
What is the battle bundle? What does
I
that
have
mean?
no idea, and it doesn't tell me.
It's outrageous, is what it is.
I'm going to do more research, and I will tell you more about this. But it looks fun. I can't wait to play this. I just love the story, and I love the characters, and I think it's the music.
If battle bundle means you get some potions or something, then whatever. Like you wouldn't go for it. But if this is substantial content, like that you have to pay money again on top of the fact you're playing the game
personas,
twice,
Jordan. Exclusive personas.
That's really bad, then, isn't it? Because that's like people are going to want that. So they
just imagine playing Pokemon. Imagine playing Pokemon. Well, no, to be honest, the new Pokemon's got that expansion thing that's coming out, and that's got new Pokemon in it, hasn't it? So maybe it's just like that. It's just new personas.
Yeah, but you know what, Ben? They didn't ask you to buy the game twice.
What, you sure, Pokemon?
They haven't this time.
That's maybe a bad example. Because Persona, this will be the first. No, they still got the 2 versions. God, remember when Pokemon, they had 2 versions of the same game, and then they went and released it again. They had 4 versions of the same game.
And I've always said that, I've said it on the show multiple times, that I'm amazed that doesn't get more flack either.
No.
Right? But I don't think that, as much as Nintendo probably would love you to buy Sword and Shield, I don't think they expect you to.
No.
Right? Whereas clearly Atlas expect people to be paying £85 for the game that they've already bought.
And I'm gonna. And I already got
basically the DLC.
Where is it? I have. Yeah. I already spent quite a bit of money for this beautiful shiny metal tin. So isn't that cool? I'll probably
throw that away, mate. Throw that away.
Yeah.
Don't want that.
Don't need it. Yeah.
That's the homophobic one as well, so you definitely want to throw that one away.
I just made Ashley jump. Okay.
It's really annoying because I'd really like to play Persona 5 again.
I made him jump.
It's lovely.
Don't make you jump.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Anyway, Neo, we both played a bit of Neo 2, yeah?
Yeah. Oh. Lucky Chimera says, do you mean Gen 5 or Gen 7? The latest one's not got, like, the Ruby Sapphire and all that kind of... No, what was it? Ultra Ruby and Ultra Sapphire? Or... Yeah, they were the same game, but like updated. And they said, oh, it's different. Didn't feel any different. Okay.
I think it's the same psychology with Pokemon and Persona. Like, they know, as much as Pokemon is a way, way bigger thing, like, it's definitely a case of we can do whatever we want, and, and the fan base will buy it. It's the same thing. But yeah, whatever. So how did you find Neo 2?
I liked it. It's more Neo. It feels very much more Neo. I'm trying to convince myself that it's not as great because I don't want to buy it because I know I'm not going to finish it. So why would I buy it? And there's loads of other games coming out. It just, it was fun. I went and summoned somebody in because it was cool in the demo. You could summon someone in and then they kind of whizzed to the end, which was great. But then when I got to the boss, I was way under-leveled because I think like around you can summon to fight people or people to actually, interestingly enough, this is a new thing which they added in Neo 2. You can summon like the spirits of people, so you can get these AI to help you, and it's the people who've been there before. And some of them are like quite a lot of them near the boss were like level 32, 33, and I'm there at like level 12 going, oh, maybe I should have been a bit higher level here. Maybe I should have taken my time killing all these enemies and grinding to get a higher level. Because every time I went and fought that boss, I was just destroyed. And I was even going into the boss with a real person I'd summoned and like a level 32 other AI. So it was like 3 of us going into the boss, and we weren't even getting them down to half the health. So I was like, you know what? No. And I'm also probably not going to get it, or I might get it on sale in the future at some point.
Yeah, there's a lot coming out, and I think if you're not all that into it, like this is a game.
It's because I love it. And to be honest, Jordan, well, we're probably going to come to this in the news. In fact, we will come to this in the news, but I think I'm going to be satisfied with my hunger for Japanese, feudal Japanese
indeed,
video games.
Absolutely.
So
a couple of thoughts from me on... Yeah, that's fair. I get that. So a couple of thoughts from me. One, I've just put my review of the original game there. If anybody doesn't know what the original is. People. take a look at that. It's very, very good. I love it. So in a nutshell, Neo is basically Dark Souls, but without all of the mysterious crap. So all of the kind of ambiguity in terms of how systems work and all that kind of stuff, which is beautiful in Dark Souls. It's one of the reasons why people love it so much. But this is okay if you want that experience, but you don't have to kind of work out how to use co-op as an example or something like that. Neo is this, and just loads of gameplay systems thrown at it. Neo 2 seems like it's going to be more of that, if not more so. You can create your own character in this, whereas in the first one, you have to play as a set character. I really like that change. I like creating my own characters in games like this. And I think especially for Neo, considering the different types of weapons and all the customization that you have, I think it's cool that I can play as the character that I created.
I like
and
that as well. And you look really hot in it.
And the fact that you, like you've already said, you draw people in to support you, or you can still fight against them. The fact that everybody's going to look a little bit different, again, that's really, really cool. I think, right, Ben?
Yeah.
Since Sekiro, Souls games like this feel dated because you can't jump. And I like that sounds like a small thing, but the level of what word am I looking for when you can move around the place quite a bit? Mobility.
Mobility, yeah.
The level of mobility that you had in Sekiro, whilst maintaining that kind of really skill-based, slow progression of Souls. Going back to Neo now, as much as I'm going to enjoy it, it feels like it's slightly dated, and I'd be very surprised when Elden Ring comes out. I'd be surprised if there isn't an option, not an option, but I'd be surprised if that game isn't designed to be not necessarily as mobile as Sekiro, but I bet it isn't just going to go back to old school Souls where you're just kind of walking down paths and you can't really interact with the environment all that much. So yeah, that's my 2 piece in it. I'm really looking forward to Friday. It's a meaty, hardcore game, probably the first one of this year to really get into.
It's been
challenging.
Been a bit of a wait, I think, for this to come out.
It's hilarious because we spent like the last half of last year just saying, "Oh my god, I can't believe quarter one looks so packed," and then everything just moved out.
Yeah,
and now it's actually felt really dry. Obviously, I found things like Hunt Showdown and whatever else to spend.
The end of this month's the worst. Well, not the worst, but the best maybe. At the end of this month, we've got Persona 5, then it's Resident Evil, then it's Final Fantasy 7. And that's all in the space of like a week and a half. And then is there anything else? Oh, there's Doom. No, I think from the 20th of this month, when Doom and Animal Crossing, and then Persona, and then within the space of like 3 or 4 weeks, it's just 5 games that I want to play.
Yeah, and then The Last of Us at the end of May, which takes us into August, and then we're in Battle Distance of Cyberpunk. So fucking A, and obviously a game that we'll talk about in a sec as well. Into that.
Call of Duty.
That was it.
That was my
week. Primarily Hunt. Obviously played the demo of Final Fantasy VII and played a little bit of Neo.
Not played any Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah, a little. I just think we need to stop talking about that game on the show because we talk about it all the time. Yeah, I've got to the penultimate DLC in a new area, new music, which feels very liberating. Happy with that. I think I might have said that last time though. So
yeah, keep playing it, and welcome to Fairy.
Thank you.
And we'll have to buddy up in there and in Division. Come and join. Tempted to join the Division?
Oh, there's no time for the Division now.
There's a lot of time. I went through the entire DLC yesterday with Andinis. We went mainlined the story, and we just went through it in the space of about 5 hours.
Who gives a shit about the story? That's not why you're going to play Division.
But then you're straight at the end game. Oh yeah, the story's fun. The missions are cool.
I'm not like, oh my god, I need to see the story.
You don't
if I'm going to play it, I'm playing it.
You want to play the story? There is a very nice twitch twist at the end.
Twitch?
Also,
you told me it. Spoil it for me.
Oh yeah, I did. But also, what was I going to say? Yeah, there's no gear score. I didn't mention that. There's no gear score.
That's a biggie. Why didn't you tell me that?
Yeah, totally forgot. So you just finished your level 40. That's it. You finish your level 40. All the gear that drops is level 40, but they have different perks, and that's when the recalibration station comes in.
Oh god, I can't talk about that anymore.
The only thing that you the only stats that you like, the only thing that's like, there is endless leveling technically, but you just go and level up your watch, and the watch gives you these tiny 0.2% increases. So it doesn't make too much of a difference.
Level up your watch.
Don't forget to level up your watch at the recalibration station.
Bernard's watch. All right.
All right, news time. News. Snooze you snooze your news.
Breaking news, really.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
What news are you breaking?
So today, a new Call of Duty game has been announced. Ben, do you know this?
Shut up. Shut up.
You fucking shut
the
up.
Front door.
You fucking shut up.
New Call of.
Like
I don't believe you.
Well, there's so tomorrow there's going to be launching a free-to-play cross-platform battle royale. I haven't actually written down the names. Anybody know the name? Is it Modern Warfare Battle fucking something?
It's called something like oh god, what was it? It had a special name, didn't it? Call of Duty.
Is it actual name?
No, it's called something.
I think it's
Warfare.
Modern Warfare.
Is it just called Warzone? That's it. Oh, and they've also released the map. Oh, that map looks good. Oh, there's a stadium.
So apparently the map is huge. There's 150 player count to start with, and there's also the option to, like, you won't be able to do this tomorrow, but they're potentially looking at upping that to 200.
I'm going to play this tomorrow.
I can't wait to play this. I don't normally play Call of Duty games. The only Call of Duty game that I played was that noise you just made?
Sorry, I just saw the GIF that was on the PlayStation tweet. Do you see that?
Is there a watch to upgrade?
Oh no, he's not wearing a watch. Oh, he's obviously a loser. But they've released some loads of. There's an end game. Like they've released loads of stuff now. Like what it shows if you win. Oh my god, do you know what it says if you win?
What?
Oh no, please make this just be a meme.
God,
Jesus. Get some.
Yeah, bitch.
It says get some.
Get some.
Get some. Did you get some? Did you get any?
I'm gonna get some.
Oh.
Tomorrow I'm gonna.
But I'm really looking forward to playing that. I like that it's free to play.
So clearly, when they what was the name of the one in the not the latest Call of Duty, the one before when they did the kind of the battle royale thing.
Oh god, it has a weird name, didn't it? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, in Modern Warfare. No, it was Black Ops.
I ended up buying that Call of Duty just to play that mode, and I enjoyed it. But it definitely felt like this is, it was just the hottest thing at the time, that mode, and it felt like they had to put one in there. Clearly, they just used that as a bit of kind of a staging area to kind of work out what works, what doesn't.
Yeah.
And now they're looking to launch one that's it sounds like in every way it's trying to outdo the other games that do this.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what would be interesting? It'd be really interesting if they got like teams of 8.
I think it's up to teams of 3 at the moment.
Oh, only 3. Oh.
Single, duos, or triples is my understanding.
Oh yeah.
But obviously they can mess around with that.
Also,
I love the idea of this massive map. There's vehicles.
Oh, Jordan.
What?
Crossplay
day one. Boom.
Crossplay day one.
So in all day, well, not all day, but since it's announced, I've been thinking I'll download it on PlayStation because I don't want to die all the time.
But if it's crossplay, you can download it on both, and it's free.
But with Call of Duty,
oh, you want to be mousing?
Yeah, but no, you can choose, right? You can say I only want to play controller in the normal Call of Duty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's assuming you must be able to do it with this because they're not just chucking people.
Limo, did you see? Sorry, I'm just catching up on all the news about this. Did you see what happens if you get eliminated?
This is all stuff that's broken since the podcast started. So no, what's going on?
The first time you're eliminated in Call of Duty Warzone, you're thrown into a gulag where you have to 1v1 another random player who's been eliminated, and whoever wins gets to redeploy.
Oh Lord!
What the heck?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Or somebody says, sounds pretty stupid.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But
that sounds really interesting.
It just sounds like the kind of last salute on battle royales, doesn't it? Because kind of battle royales have gone off the boil. This is Activision going, okay, we can do it the best. We've got all the money. Here we go. We got the biggest map. We got the biggest player count, and we still got that sweet Call of Duty gameplay. Yeah. So I think it's a bit of a no-brainer. I'm not a Call of Duty guy. I am going to download this as soon as it comes out tomorrow. Do you know the time?
No, I don't think they've announced it.
Well, I'm going to be all over it. Yeah, like I said, my plan was to go on PlayStation just to make sure I'm playing on, versus people with controllers. But I reckon that they probably accounted for that. And if I play with a controller on on PC, I'll be able to choose. So I'll play around with that tomorrow, and we'll find out. But that's awesome, isn't it? Good for them.
Yeah.
Free to play. So if you own the latest Call of Duty, apparently there's a new mode that's just opened there, or a new section for that mode essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think you'll need to download the free to play version if you've got the actual game. But I haven't, so I'll be downloading the free to play version. And yes, I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow. And like I said, I'm starting. I'm just about getting over my hunt craze. This is perfect timing. This will see me through to Friday.
Oh, let's play with Mr. Don Beaglers. That was a lot of fun last time.
Yes.
All right. Any more news, Joe Dane?
Yes. So typically, right? What's your kind of thoughts when somebody says to you, "There's going to be a video game adaptation, either in film form or television form"? What kind of thoughts go through your mind, Biggest Bennis?
I hope it's Sonic. I would say no. When I think of that, I think Silent. No, like, oh, I don't know. I imagine it's going to be terrible. There we go. I'll play along.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I think as well. Is that not what you think?
Lately they've not been too bad. Detective Pikachu, Sonic. Oh my god, can you imagine how boring an Animal Crossing movie would be? He's gone to pick up some flowers, and now he's gone to pay a bit of his tax.
Oh, he's digging a hole.
He's digging a hole. He's terraforming. Oh, bloody hell. Season finale.
Paying off his mortgage.
Season finale is making a hole with some water.
Oh, he's put a butterfly in the museum. What if I told you? What if I told you?
There's so many people who are going to be really upset with that.
I love Animal Crossing.
I've played it.
Yeah. So, what if I told you that said video game adaptation was a Naughty Dog property? What would you
Crash
say about
Bandicoot.
That? It is no. What if I told you it was The Last of Us?
I would say, shut up.
Click Plays official #1 game of all time. What if I told you it was that? What would you think then?
I'd be like, oh, thanks for reminding me that we need to update the top 100 of all time.
Fuck you.
So yeah,
I don't think you've got any thoughts. So I'll tell you what my thoughts would be.
Wow, can't do any thoughts in general. Go on, tell me. I don't know anything about it other than it's been made by HBO, which is.
Shut up.
Sorry.
I'm clearly giving you the news in a particular way. Shush.
Okay.
So.
And Ellen Page is in it, isn't it?
No, she wouldn't be. Do you know she nearly sued them? Do you know this?
No.
She nearly sued PlayStation for The Last of Us because Ellie is so similar to her.
Oh yeah, I thought she played it. I thought she was the voice actor.
No, she's Ellie. So Ellen Page is in the David Cage game.
Oh, the offensive one, Detroit.
So Ellie in the launch trailer for The Last of Us looks a lot more like Ellen Page than she turned out to be. I'll leave it at that, right? So anyway, you've ruined this for me.
I think I remember. So actually, The Rock is The Rock in it. Please tell me Dwayne Johnson is in this.
Dwayne is in it. He's directing.
Just wait until John Cena gets announced for it, and all the hype for it just gets completely lost.
This is the thing. So if you told me, "Hey, George, there's a video game adaptation TV series coming out," I'd be like, "No, there's not."
Yeah.
No, there's somebody's talking about it, but it isn't going to happen. That's what I would tell you, right? Because Uncharted is an example. Like they've been threatening to make an Uncharted film for ages now. The Spider-Man guy is associated with it now, right?
Yeah.
Seems like they're still trying to make it, but who gives a shit? Do we really want it? No, nobody wants it. If somebody said to me it's going to be The Last of Us, I'd be like, one, it's not going to happen because they've been talking about making a Metal Gear movie for decades.
Oh, Uncharted as well. How many directors is it? Like the 13th director it's on now?
Exactly. And as if Uncharted isn't better than any kind of Indiana Jones rip-off film anyway, you know?
Yeah.
What would you rather watch, The Mummy, or would you rather play Uncharted 2, you know? I know the answer. It's Uncharted 2.
Yeah.
So
The Mummy, is that the one? That's The Rock, isn't it?
The Mummy Returns, that. Yeah, it was his first film.
Yeah. Yeah. Shame.
He's in Star Trek. So they're making a Last of Us series now. That would get me if if someone told me that, I'd be like, no, they're not. It's not going to come out. But if it does, I'm really worried because I don't want them to shit all over a video game that I really, really love. The official click play best game of all time, right? It's dear to me. But what if I told you? I'm going to
replay it soon, actually. Yeah.
What if I told you it's being made by HBO?
I'd have said, I know. I just told you about a minute ago.
Dickhead. Of you, and I hear you ask who are HBO?
Who are HBO? Game of Thrones.
That's all you need to know, really. They make Game of
John
Thrones,
Oliver.
Sopranos,
John Oliver.
All the quality TV shows, right? So instantly, I'm far more interested. We've got one of the best video games with one of the best TV companies, right?
Yep.
Last of Us HBO. What if I told you? The chap that made Chernobyl.
That means man to people, Americans. The fella.
Do they not know chaps?
I think chaps are different in there. That's what what they wear when they go to work on their horses.
Okay. The chap that made Chernobyl, not the faulty reactor, but the TV show about.
Yeah, that'd be really like, why is he bringing he in? Why is he still alive?
Two very different measures of quality.
Yeah. Right? The man who made Chernobyl, the TV series.
Critically acclaimed and daunting, dramatic Marvel Chernobyl. Is the chap bloody writing it? And Neil Druckmann, the writer of The Last of Us, is fully on board. And this Craig Mazin chap that wrote Chernobyl, look at his bloody Twitter profile. He's changed it all to Last of Us stuff. Last of Us art and all. So
is this where I tell you I didn't like Chernobyl?
I don't think you were supposed to like it.
No, two issues I had. Well, no, I had two issues. I didn't hate it. I just had two issues with it. One.
Go on.
It felt like I like it to be I like it to be a realistic adaptation of what happened, and I felt there were quite a lot of scenes that were so over the top. It didn't feel realistic at all. Like at the end, I think it was I just laughed at the end of the first episode when they're having to go into the water, and they've got their torches, and all of a sudden all the torches go off, and it's like, and then at the beginning of the next episode,
radiation. Then
no, but then the beginning of the next episode, they've got the torches on. So it's like, why are you giving the what is the point of this? Just be like, oh no, they're going in. Turn off, finish that episode as they're going into the water. That makes it more exciting. I don't need all these lights to go off and fake stuff that obviously I know never happened because it just breaks the immersion. Other one, they spent a whole episode killing dogs. And okay, that probably had to happen. We don't need to see so many dogs being especially one where they're like, he goes to kill this dog and then, oh no, look at all its family with it. Oh, I've got to kill. I was just like, oh, fucking hell. It was so over the top. I couldn't. And I think that's when I turned it off. I was like, I'm not watching an episode of dogs being shot. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. You're determined to spoil this thing for me, aren't you? So,
that's all The Last of Us is going to be. No, at least Last of Us isn't based on a realistic. Like, if that happened in a Last of Us, TV series, I'd be like, okay, cool. It's added a bit of drama. It's not based on a real situation.
Sure.
Yeah. Cats are superior. Yeah. Wrong there, Baltimore. I'm sorry, but
absolutely wrong.
Try again.
Absolutely wrong. So basically, with this, initially I would doubt that it's even going to be made, and then I would just think that if they've got this talent on board, that he is begrudgingly being made to do it by HBO. Turns out it's his favorite game of all time. He fucking loves The Last of Us.
Oh, who doesn't love The Last of Us?
Sure, but typically when people are
solid 9 out of 10 game.
Whoever made the Sonic game, right? I'm gonna bet they haven't finished Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'm just saying that, right? I don't think they have. I don't think they've played a Sonic game. I think they just know.
Do you think they played Sonic 3D? Right?
It's called Flicky's Island.
Beg your pardon. What's a Jordan? What's your Animal Crossing island going to be called? I'm going to call mine Pen Island.
Why?
Type it in with no space.
No. I've just worked it out, haven't I? It's a ruse.
So ruse.
So anyway, look, if you ask me, do you want a Last of Us series? I'd say no. But if you're gonna do one, fucking get it on HBO. Get the guy that wrote Chernobyl to do it. Mm-hmm. And if he loves that, get Neil Druckmann in there as well. It could be genuinely amazing. Is all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be weird to see Joel and Ellie recast. because like their performances are so good and their capture is so good in the game. It's like I don't really want to see some shitty actor play them, but assumably they won't be shitty actors. They'll probably be very good actors. So yeah, one to watch out for.
Breaking news, Jordan.
Interesting. Go on.
Anybody that has donated in their entire life 1,000 bits to this channel can now use the filth emote.
Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
It's like, oh, breaking news. What about? No, not about this.
From Chernobyl to that fucking tripe.
Yeah, Chernobyl. I should really go and watch that final episode. Do you know what I started watching though? Altered Carbon. Liked it. I've seen two episodes. It is a new feature.
You only like it because that guy takes his fucking top off. It's trash.
And apparently he's not in the second season.
Yeah, because it's trash.
Right, is the person in the second season just as
I don't fucking know.
If anybody could get back to me, I'll decide whether to stick with that and get with that TV program or not. Oh, yeah. My dad's obsessed with it.
Last bit of news. Your dad's what?
My dad's obsessed with Altered Carbon.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh, there's naked everybody in it.
Oh, there's women too. That's
yeah.
Fine.
Have you not seen it?
So I watched one episode and I thought this is trash, so I'm not going to watch it anymore. No, it's not trash. It just didn't. I don't know. It's probably because I just want to play Cyberpunk, and he was reminding me of Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Although I think if you play it and you don't look at your phone and you actually watch it and understand what's going on, I found it quite gripping. Because normally I just get my phone out.
Probably thick.
Yeah. No grinder.
No
anyway,
grinder, okay.
Any more news, Jordan? Oh, there is some news.
Oh, shut up. Last bit of news.
Go on then.
Ghost of Tsushima. I can't
Beg your pardon?
I got my
Sushi.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Sushi. Yeah.
Yeah, is coming out on June 26th. So they just came out with it this week. They dropped it on Twitter. They've always said summer, to be fair, and I just never believed them. There was a lot of talk about this game being a PS5 game, right?
Yeah, it looked like it.
It's not going to make it and all this kind of shit. But no, it's coming out on June 26th.
Which is, Jordan, do you know what?
What?
It's the day before my birthday. And this is my most hyped game pretty much for the year. I think I'm looking at the pictures of it. I think I'm going to... If somebody said, what game do you want right now? I'd be very, very, very... Out of every game that's coming out this year, which game would you like?
Persona 5 Royale.
Apart from Persona 5 Royale. No, I can wait a few weeks for that. No, I think Ghost of Tsushima would probably be the exact same level as Cyberpunk. Or if not, a little bit more, because it just looks so beautiful.
Oh, you're a bit confused there then, but that's
I was
fine.
about to say easily that, and then I thought, actually, Cyberpunk's is awesome. No, but it's definitely both. Cyberpunk. Last of Us a little bit later. I can wait.
It's definitely Cyberpunk. But as soon as I saw this news, I sent it straight to you because you've been going on about it for ages. Like I said, this one has been... I'd kind of just resigned myself to maybe this will come out round about the same time as PS5 and it'll just be a cross kind of gen
breaking
deal,
news.
But no.
The whole of Italy is now on lockdown.
What does that mean?
There's no public gatherings, no football matches, no sports, nothing. It's all on the whole of Italy's, but it's breaking. This is actually breaking news. So yeah, Ghost of
Tsushima. It's out on June 26th.
Did you see the screenshots that they showed? And there's a story. I've not seen the story trailer, Gus. I totally forgot that they released it. Have you seen it?
No, I didn't bother. I'll play this when it comes out. I can't wait. It shows how spoilt we are for the PlayStation exclusive stuff this generation, because this one is just very much... I'm I'm sure it'll be great when it comes out, but no hype from me.
I'm really looking forward to if they ever do a feudal Japan Assassin's Creed, and a lot of people were complaining that this new Assassin's Creed, if it comes out this year, is not going to be feudal Japan, but it seems like we've got enough of that. We don't want to be oversaturated, because this is Ghost of Tsushima's going to scratch that itch.
From what I'm hearing, I think a lot of people are underestimating the scope of Tsushima. I can't say that word. It's an open world game. It's not, it's not this kind of linear, polished kind of, and I think God of War technically an open game, right? But not really. I think it's going to be more expansive than that. There's a lot of scenes of him just riding on a horse through big open fields and stuff like that. So I think when this comes out, people are going to be surprised by, how open this game is and the scope of it.
just looking at some of the images that they released, it is stunning. And I just love the color scheme they're going for, and they really are going for. Hopefully, there's like the gameplay follows it, but just looking at the oh god, I hate reaction videos where they show somebody screaming at something. Yeah, like this, it just looks stunning. All the colors, it really is going for something that's like really, really pretty. Let's just hope it's not another The Order 1886.
I don't think so. If it was anything like that, they just wouldn't be releasing it now. They'd push it. So I think it's going to be really good.
Jordan, before we move on,
breaking news.
No, it's not breaking news, but somebody said, I wanted to see see if you can guess what examples they said. So this is the Eggman64 on Twitter says, Sony's commitment to he got 114 likes. Sony's commitment to new IP has been amazing this gen. There's been a perfect mix of sequels to existing franchises with new IP like, okay, what new IP that PS4, the PlayStation in this generation, so the PS4 new IP, as this person said, is amazing.
Days Gone.
Days Gone is on there?
Knack.
No Knack, no. There's some ones there that you would understand to be there.
The Order.
The Order is there. So you've picked the worst ones. Great. Days Gone, The Order, 1886.
Well, I thought that was the point. That's what you asked me, wasn't it?
Well, he picked Days Gone, The Order, 1886, Until Dawn, random. Detroit.
Until Dawn isn't random. Until Dawn's really good.
Yeah, but it's not a AAA thing, is it?
No, it's not.
It seems a bit niche. Detroit. Bloodborne.
Yes.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Right, you're just reading out PlayStation exclusives now.
And then the first one, the first one of these new IP, Ghost of Tsushima. Hasn't even played it. Could be terrible, but yeah.
I don't think Eggman 69 is probably our best source.
But then I replied with, "What about God of War?" And
Did he not?
that God of War wasn't on there, and also Astrobot.
Of course, how could he forget Astrobot?
I can forget Astrobot is the Mario 64 of PlayStation VR.
Astral Bottom.
Astral Bottom. I think he's. Are you still in the stream, Astral? Sonic. No, Sonic. I don't think Sonic is a PlayStation exclusive.
No, it's not.
Or is it Sonic Mania? No, Sonic Mania came out on loads of stuff, didn't it?
Came out on everything, yeah.
All right. Baltimore says Italians talk with their hands, so they're really spreading the coronavirus. Any other thing? Any questions, by the way, in the chat? You've got 1 minute to tell us some questions as Jordan shows everybody his puppy again because it's so cute. Look at Jordan's puppy. Do you have any questions, people? Gaming related questions? There, look at that. Make a nice little handbag. Oh, let's see her. Look at her. Oh, she's going to grow up to be a very big cat. Attie's actually smaller than most cats. Does she snuggle up with you in bed? Or do you just have a basket to sleep?
No, there's all that stuff is on the way. But yeah, the last 2 nights she's just slept next to me.
See, Attie, we did that with Attie. And he's still a cute birdie. That's a dog. We did that with Attie. Not Astral, with Attie. He now 5 years later still sleeps between my legs. But honestly, like, I'll go to sleep and he will curl up in my legs and I'll be asleep in like minutes. It's there's nothing sweeter than having a little dog cuddled up. It's like a pack. It's like they do. No questions? No, I don't think we've got any questions. All right.
Fuck them then.
Fuck yeah, if you don't want to know anything, remain ignorant. Yeah. All right. Oh, by the way, Zinto, because you've got that 1,000 bits badge, you can now, I think it might not show up for another hour or so, but you can use my filth emote. Breaking news. That's now been released on Twitch. You can, for people. How many are you an affiliate yet, Jordan?
Of Twitch?
Yes, an affiliate of Twitch. Yes, Jordan. Are you an affiliate of Twitch? Affiliate of what?
So.
What else?
I don't know what it means, but probably not.
It means people can subscribe to you and throw bits at you.
Oh, I wouldn't encourage that.
No, okay. Don't encourage Jordan. Are you streaming later today?
Don't know.
Yeah. See how you feel. All right. Well, if you want to go and check out Jordan's puppy and his puppies, where do we find you? That dog is besotted with
Immortan George. So pop along to Twitch, Immortan George, or Twitter as well, Immortan George. Come along. I tend to be like this morning. I was just playing Rocket League at like 8:30 in the morning. Not surprisingly, nobody came to watch.
Yeah.
You know, it's all there.
Yeah, no, I was. I think I was in work, so I couldn't log in and see. But drop Jordan a lurk. Let's get him an affiliate. Make him famous. Rob Butts is. I got a question for you, Button. Are we hunting after this for an hour?
Yeah, I'll go on there, boy. I'll pop on to the hunt if you want, but.
Oh, did you see England beat Wales in the rugger?
No, didn't notice that.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of rugby, when's this Six Nations thing ever going to end? If Italy's under lockdown, we can't actually play any matches with them. So what's going to happen?
Be the Five Nations again, won't it?
Oh, Rob says, I saw a man getting fondled. I saw that. Did you see it?
And I saw the Welsh. Do you see the reaction from
Gareth Thomas?
The gay.
Yeah,
Gareth.
The gay. I love that he didn't say rugby player afterwards. It muted you, so it just went the gay. You see the response from the gay. Yes, we did see a response from the gay. He was like, "Oh, I wouldn't have retired if that happened when I was playing."
Good for him.
And then obviously people on Twitter got looking for internet points.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah.
How dare you joke about this assault? And it was like,
that was rape.
Well, he was like, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, Jordan. This was Click Click Play episode 121. We'll be back on Sunday.
Yes, sure.
And if I do end up playing Neo, we can maybe do some co-op or whatever.
Just give me a couple of days to level up, and then I'll drag you through.
I don't need to be dragged through, but I mean like to go through at the same level, because I'll just take it slowly. If I do play it, it'll be very slowly.
Don't want you to slow me down, to be honest.
Okay, that's fine. No, I'm up for being carried through the bosses at least anyway. All right. Well, it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from him.
Ah.